So, I originally wanted to do this as a little preamble to put in front of the top 10 best games list, but unfortunately I can't do that because there is actually a lot of stuff we need to talk about. So I'm like, screw it, let's make it a whole video. We're going to cover all the most recent leaks and official confirmations for the toy merchandise for both the mainline Sonic stuff from Jakks Pacific, the Toy Island stuff, we'll talk about that too, and the Sonic Movie 2 news that's been coming out. So, with all that said, let's get started. This is my discussion of the newest Sonic toy leaks. Enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started with Toy Island. Alrighty, so here we are at Toy Island's new catalog for their Sonic merch. I think they had about the license 2 or 3 years now, I think. And from what I've heard, they've been doing a really good job lately with the plushes in this line. And of course, they were one of the only companies that made the one of the only pieces of Sonic Movie 1 merch that actually had the redesign. That wasn't the Manhog. Anyway. Anywho. Shout out to SonicAndTheBeansShow. He is my number one source for all this news, so if you guys want to get it, news, go there. He definitely is on top of a lot of things. So, yep, definitely highly recommend checking out his channel and give him a sub and tell him Jack sent you. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the plushes up here. So, first up, it looks like we have re-releases of the Sonic and Shadow. And I think the Knuckles and Tails are re-releases as well, but I don't want to say for sure because I really don't know. Then over here, apologies, the picture's blurry. Over here we have one of those, I think it's like a dog toy or a stress ball. Right here. It's got some Sonic branding and stuff, that's just that. And then here's another look of the Sonic plushes from up here, except these, I think these are the jumbo ones, and I think this is the small ones. So I had to say this is probably around 7 to 9 inches, and this one's probably around, 13 to 15 inches, I think. If I'm getting any of this information wrong, I'm sorry. And then, looking over here on the right, we have, looks like some new pillows. We have a Sonic character pillow. That actually looks pretty cool. Then we have standard little pillows of Sonic and Shadow. I love the Shadow one because of the divide between the red and the black. Not to mention, it kind of looks like half of it is Modern Shadow and half of it is Adventure Shadow, which is really cool. And then there's one here of just the basic Sonic Heroes. But the two I want to talk about is this right here and this right here. We'll start with this thing over here on the left. There'll be an arrow pointing to it, so you know what I'm looking at. Apparently we are getting a box set release that's going to have all 4 plushes in one set. This is really good, at least for me, because that means that I don't have to buy these individually if I don't want to. I can just buy them in one pack. If I had to guess the price, I'd probably say around 40, 45 bucks, 50 max. Because I think the plushes are around $10. Because I think these are the small ones that are being packaged in. And then the jumbo ones are just there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're making a box set. And then what I really want to talk about is this right here. We are getting blue, like super blue variants of some of the characters. We're getting a blue Knuckles, a blue Tails, another Sonic that has a bit of like a gradient to him, which is kind of cool, and a blue Shadow. This one was kind of strange because I don't think we've ever seen a plush of Shadow that was a different color than his usual color, aside from Super Shadow, but that is a completely different entity. But a blue Shadow, like, it's kind of awesome that this exists, but it's also kind of funny because you would never expect a Shadow plush to ever be that color. But it's still pretty cool. I like it. I definitely want to try and track this Shadow down. It looks pretty neat. But this is not all we got. We actually got more from Toy Island, which is this stuff right here. I think this is just a continuation of their like chibi emoji line sort of thing. I don't know. I don't really collect these. But looks like re-releases of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow are all going to be coming. And then they're also adding Amy and Eggman. The Amy is adorable. Like the little cute smile they gave her. It just looks like a super cute plush. And then the Eggman looks kind of strange with the big head, I'm not gonna lie. It looks strange, but it's not terrible. And then they're doing sticker bomb versions of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow. That's kind of in line with their sticker bomb Sonic of the regular line. And then we're getting blue gradient variants again. So we're getting 2 blue Shadows, which is, again, both awesome and kind of funny, because I was never ever expecting that this would ever be a thing. But I kind of really like that it is. I also love this little detail that they made his, what the parts that are supposed to be red on his spikes in his head, they made them like a fluorescent purple. It actually kind of looks really nice. I wonder if they actually did that for like the main blue Shadow plush too. That'd be really cool. I kind of really dig this new design for Shadow. But yeah, that's it for Toy Island. I think they're looking pretty solid overall. I'm really hoping I can find a way to buy these online and not have to rely on going to like a million arcades just to try and find a claw machine that has this thing. So yeah, these are pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited for them. Now let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the video, which is Jack specific. And first, let's talk about their mainline stuff, because their mainline stuff is actually pretty cool. Alrighty, so first up on the list is the first entry, I believe the first entry, correct me if I'm wrong here, of the Jack's Gold line for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, they already did this for Mario, and that has a decent bit of stuff in it. But this is still kind of neat. What it is, it's pretty much the 4-inch figure again, but it has this gorgeous metallic paint job on the blue and red parts, which is pretty cool, I gotta say. And then the other side of the box, we also got the back of it. Enhanced with special finishes and deconfirmation. I can't read that. The Jack's Gold line has the added detail that enthusiasts appreciate. So it's pretty much their premium line, except it's even cheaper than the premium lines of other stuff like Marvel Legends and the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, because this is going to be $15. But there is a few things about this that do kind of rub me the wrong way. The first thing is that, like I said, the metallic paint is only going to be on the blue and red parts of this guy. The rest of it is going to be a flat gray plastic and flat yellow. That does scream a little lazy to me, but this is still the 4-inch figure. And if push comes to shove, I'm sure you can find like a paint or paint marker or something like that and just give him a metallic shine if you really wanted to. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the figure. It's pretty interesting. And then we have a 2-pack of Sonic and Mighty. I think this was released a while ago. This is from their Classics line. And yes, I'm pretty sure that Sonic is just a re-release of a past 4-inch Classic Sonic, but what I'm interested in is Mighty. I think this is one of the first times we've ever gotten like a Mighty action figure. And it's really cool. Like, I'm pretty sure that this guy can sell separately. Why does it keep doing that? But it's still like super cool that they went that far. And if I had to guess the price of the 2-pack, probably around $20, because these are two 4-inch figures, and the 4-inch figures' usual retail price is $10. So, I haven't heard any exclusivity deals or anything like that about this one, so this one should be pretty easy to get from anywhere. We just don't know the release date. Now the next one, this one really got me excited. Jakks Pacific, for their next line of plushes, is doing a Jade Ghost Wisp plush. And I loved that Wisp in Ultimate. It was one of my favorite parts. And I especially loved it in Rise of the Wisps, which I did a full reaction to. But the plush itself looks really, really cool. Like, all the details are right, the mouth is right. And I really like the way it's just, really, the way it's designed. Like, it's so interesting and unique from every other plush that Jakks has done. And it's pretty cool, I gotta say. And I really hope I can find a way to get this plush, because I think it's super cool. And I would love to have it in my collection. But that's not all from Jakks, because they actually put out one last thing, one last picture. And this one is even more exciting than some of this other stuff, at least for me. And that would be this 2-pack of Amy and Tails. This is another 4-inch 2-pack. And I know a lot of other people will just roll their eyes at it because they probably already have both these figures separately. But for someone like me, who has been so centered and focused on all the Sonic Movie 2 stuff recently, I haven't really had the time to try and collect the mainline 4-inch stuff. But this is really nice. This makes it a lot easier to get those characters. And yeah, it's pretty cool, I gotta say. Like I said, I'm sure it's gonna be around $20 because it's two figures packed together. But it's still cool. It's still cool, and I'm glad that Jakks is doing this. It definitely makes it a lot easier for someone like me who has not gotten the opportunity to get the single packs, because he either A, can't find them, or B, is focused on other things. Or C, does not want to pay the obnoxious aftermarket pricing. Because some of the pricing on some of these Jakks specific items on the secondhand market is obnoxious. Like, super obnoxious. But this is still a pretty cool 2-pack, and I'm definitely going to be getting it whenever I get a chance. Alright, now let's move on to what you guys are probably all here for. Let's talk about the newest information that has been officially revealed about the Sonic Movie 2 toys from Jakks Pacific. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about in this new wave of Sonic Movie 2 toy leaks is that it would appear that Jakks is going to start selling the 2.5-inch movie figures separately. This is not in the US yet. This is a Toys R Us in UK. But this release kind of bugs me because I did pay $20 up front for that 5-pack. And now that they are going to be re-releasing them separately for probably much cheaper than I actually paid for the collective, that does bug me, but I can understand why they did it. And not to mention, if any of the 2.5-inch figures end up breaking, for whatever reason, this is an easy and quick way to get them replaced. Okay. Now to dive into the really meaty stuff. I wanted to wait to the end of the video to talk about this. We got more information about the Death Egg robot playset that was leaked a while ago. And I feel kind of stupid because I missed a pretty big part, a pretty big reveal that came of that leak when I first talked about it. So, let's talk about it. And here is your spoiler warning. Alright. When this got officially released, well, not officially released, leaked online, and I talked about it, I completely missed this little detail right here. Apparently, right under the name, with some of the alternate languages and what it tells you that it's going to be coming with, I completely missed that it said Supersonic on the bottom. I don't know how I made such an egregious error, but I did, and I'm sorry. So yeah, Supersonic is going to be in this playset. It's not going to be... Well, I think it's still a re-release of a 2.5-inch movie Sonic that we also are getting with the Tails biplane. But at the same time, I'm not sure if Supersonic's the only character that's going to be in this, or if it's going to be actually including him and Supersonic and giving us like two figures. So let's go ahead and talk about it, shall we? This is the 2.5-inch Supersonic. This is real. This is not faked. This is a 100% confirmed, real, genuine leak. Now, I think this figure looks sick. It looks very accurate to the way it's supposed to be in the games, with the spikes going up like Super Saiyan hair. And I really love the shade of yellow that they picked for this figure. And he's still got the Pumas and everything else, so it looks really cool. But two things about this figure kind of bug me. The first one is that his expression is the exact same as the 2.5-inch standard movie Sonic. So that bugs me a bit, because I wish they gave him like a more serious expression to try and make him feel more exclusive. But that's not the worst part. The worst part that kind of really threw me off is that if you look closely at his eyes, they're not red, they're green. So, what my guess is that we're not going to be getting an eye color difference when he changes into Supersonic in the actual movie, or this is just an early prototype. But yeah, that bugs me. Why give him green eyes when in pretty much every other interpretation, when he does go super, his eyes turn red? That is one of the most defining features that made Supersonic so cool. I mean, the green eyes are fine, but I just feel like red would have been a more appropriate color for that. And yes, this pretty much confirms as well that we're going to be getting a 4-inch Supersonic. And they're probably going to be waiting to release these until either A, the day of the release, or shortly after, during the summer. So it's not straight up spoiled before the movie comes out, even though these leaks kind of already did that. Now, Supersonic is a cool figure, and I'm definitely going to be very glad to add him to my collection, and I'm glad I don't have to buy a second movie Sonic and have to customize that one just to get this. But something about this playset ticks me off, and that is the Death Egg robot itself. It is nowhere near as cool as the product picture or the art on the box displays. Again, I already talked about how in the movie, from what I know, the Death Egg robot is not supposed to be purple. That is a very obvious miss. But I dig the purple. That didn't bother me. What bothers me is that it looks like they only sculpted his middle section and his two giant fists. The rest of it looks like a flat cardboard cutout or something. And that means it's going to be hollow and the back is going to be non existent. And I'm sure it's going to look really cool like on a shelf, but if you look at it from like a back view, like when you're spinning it around and looking at it, I bet you the back of this thing is hollow. And that ticks me off because the Green Hill playset didn't feel hollow, and neither will the Tails biplane. That one, I'm sure that one's going to feel like 100% strong, solid plastic. But since this looks like it's going to be flat plastic, probably extremely cheaply at that, I'm not sure if it's actually worth $20. And not to mention, I almost forgot to talk about it. The bridge piece is smaller than I was expecting. It's not too big of a deal, but it just kind of annoys me. And, see, here's why I question if this is going to be coming with both a re-released normal Sonic and the Super Sonic. Because they have a normal Sonic down here on the playset. So this kind of makes me wonder. Not only that, they still have the render on the actual box art. They don't have Super Sonic, they have a render of standard Sonic. So this leads me to believe that we're going to be getting another re-release of the 2.5-inch movie Sonic. And then we'll also be getting the exclusive Super Sonic in the same pack. But again, just the way this looks, the Death Egg robot looks, I am disappointed. Like, genuinely. I was really hoping this would look so much cooler. But it looks kind of lazy. Like, really, it looks kind of lazy. Because it's flat plastic with only some extra molding for the body and the fists. But that's it. I mean, yes, there's a likelihood that this is just a prototype, but that just feels wrong to me. I don't know, man. That part bugs me, like, a lot. And because of that, I don't think it's going to be worth the $20 that's going to be priced at. I mean, yes, I love that we're getting Super Sonic. Yes, he looks awesome. I love the color yellow that they chose, and it looks even better with that movie Sonic texture. But why the same facial expression? Why the green eyes? Why the bridge piece being shorter than expected? And why cheap out on the big part of the playset? The Death Egg robot? Why? Why would you cheap out on that? That part's just gonna keep on bugging me, dude. I mean, like I said, this could just be a prototype. I am completely aware of that. This more than likely is a prototype. But it's still annoying, and it should not be that flat and hollow. Jax is not supposed to be lazy. They've been knocking it out of the park with Sonic. Why is it now that they're starting to cut corners? Ugh. I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled and kind of at a loss for words. I mean, yes, I'm still going to be getting this, but I might end up regretting spending $20 on this. Because I'm not sure it's worth that. Especially when they're cheaping out like this on the main centerpiece. But yeah, rant over. Like I said, the Super Sonic figure is super cool. Like, I love this. I love it despite its inaccuracies and laziness, but it still looks cool. But again, I'm just not sure I want him that badly that I'll pay $20 for what's looking like the weakest playset in Jack's entire lineup. And I hate to say that because I have been praising the absolute heck out of these guys. But something about this just feels cheap and lazy and cobbled together. Just no! I'm just not sure if it's worth $20, guys. Really, I don't. But that's gonna do it for this video. Overall, I like a lot of these leaks, but some of them seriously bug me. So, that's just my own 2 cents on it. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section below. But either way, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you that want to go that extra mile, the Patreon will be linked in the description box below. And stay tuned for today's actual Sonic Month video, which is the top 10 best Sonic games. So, until then, thank you guys for watching. I'm Jack Small of Animation Station, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.